Should we see them, agreeing to have some sort of a currency to work between these nations? How does that look like? How will that work?
We are concerned that global financial and payment systems are increasingly being used as instruments of geopolitical contestation. To become full members of BRICS, the membership will take effect from the 1st of January 2024.
These foreseeable gains may just be the tip of the iceberg of additional transformations.
It must be a system that does not depend on the exercise of power or unilateralism, but by...
And basically what that product does is, through that product, banks do not have to hold a digital asset on their books. They could leverage that product, connect with a digital asset exchange, which, mind you, is fully licensed and supervised.
Our view in the future is you don't have to have this pre-funding, and instead, you can use a digital asset to have global liquidity on demand.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub, Edwin, in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Stuffing some bags. We got the airdrop coming up in 4 days. Rich Duck Coin airdrop. Hit the links down below. With that being said, go ahead, throw on those moon suits. Throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up. Because the future's extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.09 trillion, down about 1.8% in the past 24 hours. We had BTC's dominance right around 46.4%. We had XRP in that number 5 spot, right around 51.5 cents, down about 2.7 in the past 24. We got XLM Stellar right around 12 cents. BTC 26K, ETH right around 16.50. We got Flare Networks here right around 0.013. Songbird 005. We got XDC in the number 51 spot, right around 5 cents. Taking a look at the altcoin season index here. We are still in a Bitcoin season. We need to be above a 75 for it to be a full-blown altcoin season. We got a tweet from Ripple to kick things off today. 91% of executives say their loyalty program should provide more rewards or benefits. Learn how blockchain-enabled programs can involve brands, rewards, and loyalty in our latest report using XRP, that on-demand liquidity. We got Watch Your Guru Justin BRICS to officially abandon US dollar for trade settlements. We got Megan, more review how BRICS currency will look like. Need time, what commodities backed up for now. More possible use own local currency.
We now saw today, especially from President Cyril Ramaphosa, touching a lot on that issue and, the growing interest here for BRICS to have their own currency. One would ask, these countries all have their own currency. Should we see them, agreeing to have some sort of a currency to work between these nations? How does that look like? How will that work?
So I do believe that that's still underway. They're still discussing on how a BRICS currency would look like, what they would call the RFI. But then I do believe that in the meantime, they're also having talks towards using or dissolving the dominance of the dollar in trade and bilateral trade and many of the monetary corporations throughout the world. So what this means is you have countries now opting for their local currencies in terms of trade and investment as compared to using the dollar, because with the de-dollarization is a bit more complex and it would need time as to how it will be backed up, what commodities would back it up, how it would work, would it be convertible? So I do believe that would need more research and a clear framework on how that would work. But at the same time, I do believe that what is possible now is for them to work with their local currencies.
And of course, this will benefit many nations, especially developing nations.
We got Digital Asset Daily. It's interesting, XRP is legally labeled not a security. Our attorneys for the SEC are slowly stepping down from the case. The new financial system could really be beneficial to the masses going live on a global scale. Are we next to see closure and a settlement of the SEC versus Ripple? Bags packed. Edward Farina, BRICS are gaining control of 80% of the world oil's production. Saudi Arabia has joined the alliance together with the UAE and Iran, gaining control of the world's oil production. The game has completely changed, and from now it'll be the BRICS to sanction the US. We have Subject Views, South African president's statement at the BRICS, where he expresses concerns that the global financial payment system are being used as instruments of geopolitical contestation. He also urges the increased use of local currencies.
And adherence to the principles of the United Nations Charter are necessary for the peaceful and just resolution of conflicts. We are concerned that global financial and payment systems are increasingly being used as instruments of geopolitical contestation. Global economic recovery relies on predictable global payment systems and the smooth operating of banking, supply chains, trade, tourism, as well as financial flows. We will continue discussions on practical measures to facilitate trade and investment flows through the increased use of local currencies. This is a matter we believe that further discussions need to take place, particularly amongst our finance ministers. The world is changing. New economic, political, social, and technological realities for greater cooperation between nations is essential. New realities call for a fundamental reform of the institutions of global governance so that they may be more representative and better able to respond to the challenges that confront humanity. While many believe that we should advance the interests of all people, we believe that yes, as we advance them, the interests of the global south, that we as BRICS want to be ready to advance are essential. And in this regard, we want to collaborate more, to cooperate more with all countries that aspire to create a more inclusive international order.
We got the ISO GOAT, the Interledger Protocol. It's just like HTTP. First, we had the Internet of Information. Now, welcome to the Internet of Value, running on the XRP ledger. Digital Asset Daily change has come. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, Egypt, Argentina, and United Arab Emirates will be full members of the BRICS on January 1st, 2024. Goodbye to the petrodollar.
We have decided to invite the Argentine Republic, the Arab Republic of Egypt, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates to become full members of BRICS. The membership will take effect from the 1st of January 2024.
We got Real Boy XRP. Listen how he emphasizes the tip of the berg. Augie is Bearable Guy 123. Now into the identity of the Bitcoin creator.
Functionalities, any sequence of transactions in programmable money can be automated and seamlessly integrated. This reduces the need for manual interventions that delay transactions and reduces dependency on intermediaries, and also allows for simultaneous and near-instant payments and settlement. Greater interoperability and automated transfers could ultimately benefit consumers through more convenient and cheaper products that are better tailored to their needs, thereby enhancing financial inclusion. These foreseeable gains may just be the tip of the iceberg of additional transformations. Think about how the smartphone displays digital cameras. It was not because it takes better pictures, but because it's easier to share these pictures with friends through the same device. Functionalities
will be given to the private sector to build. I can't imagine how a public sector will build this kind of. There's no example today globally where a public sector has built an operating system on which apps can be developed.
Yeah, I mean, what at least what we aspire to, is again, as I say, is to build the heart on which different parts could be integrated.
Yes,
and from our point.
XRP is the interoperable universal bridge all roads lead to XRP. We got Stellar Org. The Meridian 2023 lineup is heating up. Meridian 2023 Stellar XLM. We got XRP Darren Faymore. The average schmuck is going to get wiped out. It's a new world order.
It is for this reason that South Africa continues to advocate for an open and rules-based global governance, trade, financial, and investment system. It must be a system that does not depend on the exercise of power or unilateralism, but by advancement of the interests of the peoples of the world.
XRP eliminates the middleman. Faster, cheaper, more efficient. XRP benefits everybody. We got the light shines in the dark. Financial institutions such as Hong Kong Monetary Authority are moving forward with the digitalization of assets on the blockchain, including bonds. August 2023 project. Evergreen. Welcome to the mass adoption, cryptocurrencies, and distributed ledger technologies. XRP. We got Mickle. It's right in front of you. XRP. XRP is a done deal, but the eyes are useless when the mind is blind.
Again, to tell you a story, 3 years ago, we actually experimented with 12 banks across different geographies who did not have pre-funding relationship with each other. We gave them a bunch of digital asset called XRP and asked them to use it to see if it works for cross-border payments as a bridge currency. They came back to us after 6 months and they said, look, it works beautifully, but we cannot use this. And there are two issues with this. Number one, it's highly volatile, so we cannot use it. Number two, my regulator will never allow me to use this. There is no risk weighting to this and it's too volatile. There is no way the central banks will allow me to use this. This was in 2015-16. So we went back to the drawing board and came up with a new product, as I mentioned, ODL, on-demand liquidity. And basically what that product does is, through that product, banks do not have to hold a digital asset on their books. They could leverage that product, connect with a digital asset exchange, which, mind you, is fully licensed and supervised, and then leverage that exchange to source liquidity in real time. And because the entire transaction happens in less than 30 seconds, because of the speed of the ledger, the volatility risk is taken care of. So we removed the two big concerns that banks and payment providers had and almost productized it in a way, and then we launched the product last year in October.
Can you see what's happening? XRP, it's a done deal, but the eyes are useless when the mind is blind. But those who have eyes to see are loading up on the prize. XRP, the greatest transformation of all value, the opportunity of multiple lifetimes. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, check it out. Where do you stand? Where will you fall? Bagman and bag ladies, Brad Garnerhouse speaking to the IMF. This is when the IMF was testing Interledger Protocol with the XRP.
Competition because it requires capital to get it there. Our view in the future is you don't have to have this pre-funding, and instead you can use a digital asset to have global liquidity on demand. Now, we build upon a tech stack, an open source technology called XRP. XRP originally was built by some engineers who had seen some of the flaws of Bitcoin and the challenges of scalability around Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin today, per transaction basis, it's rather slow and rather expensive. XRP is very, very fast, about 1,000 times faster per transaction and 1,000 times cheaper per transaction. The other dynamic, of course, of correspondent banking is some of the more quote-unquote exotic currencies, exotic corridors have been left to kind of stand on their own. And the liquidity in digital assets could be applied to actually make that much more democratized and a level playing field. Ripple's vision from the beginning really has been to apply these technologies in the same way that TCP/IP and HTTP are the technologies underpinning the Internet of Information. These blockchain technologies will be the underpinnings of an Internet of Value, where we have connected devices, we have connected information that will allow payments to flow. And as Norman was describing, if you're a large corporation moving $100 million, that's one thing. If you're a freelancer working in the Philippines doing design work for a company in London and you want to get paid $30 or 30 pesos, Philippine pesos, that's not a transaction that can easily be enabled. And in fact, for the companies that enable that, they require the freelancer to set up an account and they don't actually pay it out until there's roughly 1,000 USD sitting in that account, and then they would pay it out.
BTC, ETH anybody? Our vision, the Internet of Value, enable the world to move value like information. Move today. First, we had the Internet of Information, HTTP. Now we have the Internet of Value, XRP, the Interledger Protocol. Know what you hold, know why they wanted you out, and why the corrupt SEC, Gary Gensler, wanted those bags back. The longer they take, the higher we climb. On that XRP rich list, if that don't get you bullish, you must have not been loading up on them bags. XRP, TikTok, where will you be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open? And XRP's true price is finally revealed. Later glitches. I am the XRP bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up those bags, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below. Drop an elbow on that like button from the top ropes. We'll catch you up here, top floor, on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Be your own banks. Bring your own bags. Peace out, crypto.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day. Yeah, my bag's heavy. I always stay